If you're like me, when us pilots do a drone job, there's a lot of logistical work that happens after. We have to edit the content, we have to go back and forth with the client, we have to prepare the content, and we have to give the content to our client, then go back and forth with the client making changes as they want, and finally deliver them the final product. So today, I'm going to show you a free way to streamline all of this to save you a tremendous amount of time that is also going to make you more money from the work you are already doing and also get you more drone jobs. So first, I want to show you how everything works, but I have a drone job of downtown. The client has asked me to take some video of a local city's downtown, and so I'm just going to go through and capture a couple shots. Now there's some specific things they wanted specifically for their job, but also I'm going to try to capture some general things around the city. The good thing about this example though, is that I can go through and capture video of this city and this pretty downtown, but also this video is going to be valuable to everybody in that city, not just this client. So after we're done with today, we're going to also be able to sell that content to other people looking for that video of that downtown, rather than going through and just dealing with one client. So we're going to actually be able to make more money off this job than just what we are going to be able to with this single client. Real quick, finish this job up and we'll hop onto the computer and show you how you can do all of this. I'm going to pay special attention though while I'm doing this to making sure that I capture all the landmarks and all the really big popular sites. This is a nice side of town, so I want to make sure that I cover all of my bases and get all of the major things someone might be looking for, since I'm already here and I'm already flying. So now that I'm finished up, I'm going to go head home, hop on my computer, and start looking at the video that I got, and also go through and start prepping it to send to the client. So now we're back at my place. We're going to take a look at the video that we got. As you can see, pretty standard run-of-the-mill stuff here, basically just capturing different things of this downtown area, which you can see covers kind of the main popular spot that people would be interested in. Now I also got some stuff for my client, but the main focus was capturing everything, stuff that my client needed included. So now that we're done, I'm going to head over to droneinvoice.com. It's a service that I made that truly does actually boost drone pilots' income. We're going to start by creating a new invoice. Before you get to this point though, you're going to be asked to go through onboarding. That means that you're going to have to put in your information to get paid. But I think it's important to clarify, this is a service that I run. I stand by what I've made. I spent 6 months working on this, and I feel like a trustworthy person with the following I have, that I can make this platform and people use it and have faith in me as a person. I recognize not everybody knows me, but I stand by what I made. So then we're going to go through and take all that video that we did, and we're just going to start uploading it. Anything that's part of that downtown area, part of that invoice that our client is going to need, we're going to upload it real quick here. So now that our stuff is uploaded, we want to make sure that we apply some information to it so people can actually find it. This tool that I made allows you to advertise your content across the whole internet by just putting in some simple details, and then that way, after you're done with your client, you can actually make additional money from that. So each item has some things here. We have the items that we've uploaded over here on the far left. We have the location information in the center, and then on the right we have the actual video itself. You can click on it, you can see what we got, and that's kind of what it looks like. So now we're going to go through and we can actually choose thumbnails too. So if there's a thumbnail that I really like that I want to be displayed over what I have, what's auto-selected, I'm going to go through and click on that. I also have the option, if you're doing 360 videos on one of maybe the new upcoming drones that are coming out for maybe Insta360 or DJI, you can actually set this as a 360 video and then your clients can directly view it in the browser. If you're not just doing photos and video, this is an example where you can actually do things like point clouds that directly load for the client. So you can actually let them view directly before even paying. And then once they pay, it unlocks. You can even have 360 stuff like this. And this is a low downscaled watermarked version that the client can see. And then once they pay, it unlocks. So it's not just photos and videos that this supports, but allows you to add a lot of different things that your client might need. Back to the invoice though for my client here, it's important that we fill out some information about each video. So this is the downtown Cary. Actually, I believe this is the Cary Arts Center. And then now when we put this in, it will update the location of this video here. So as you can see, it's got us in downtown Cary, and this is right next to the Cary Arts Center, which is where we want. This means now when you search for the Cary Arts Center, this video will pop up, allowing you to get not only more clients, but also people can then license this video directly without you having to do anything. You can also add notes, for example, as if this was specifically for your client. Next, let's move over to the proposal section. So I'm going to make a whole separate video on proposals, but basically before you even get out to a drone job, it might be a good idea to plan out what you're going to do and have the client agree to it. Proposals let you even put down deposits so a client can agree to it and then pay, and then you have a set plan on what you're going to do when you get out to a job site. I'll make a separate video on that next. That'll be upcoming on the channel. But for now, this is basically kind of what a proposal is. It's just a plan of work, and you can kind of match what you said you were going to do to what you actually did here. Next up is the invoice section. Now, the invoice section has a lot of different information here. For one, you have a title, ID numbers are relevant, and the category is also relevant, but you can put in a description of kind of what you did. You have the option to select some standard licenses, which are common ones that you would do, basically allowing commercial use, not commercial use, etc. And then now we have the invoice behavior. The invoice behavior lets you go through and select how this is handled. So right now I have some stuff specific to the client, and I want the client to deal with this first and pay first before I start advertising this elsewhere. This option here basically allows me to have a private unlisted version of the invoice, and then once they go through and pay for it, it unlocks and becomes public. So what this button does here is allows me to go through and have a private unlisted invoice that I can send to the client. They can view it, no one else can view it, and then after they pay, it becomes public, as in anybody on the internet can find it, anyone can go through and start purchasing it and licensing it, kind of like a stock media site. This allows me to basically 100% hands off, have all the content uploaded, send the link to the client, they can pay, and then once they pay, it can just start making me more money. Unlisted is something maybe that you wouldn't want ever to become public. Maybe it's something that doesn't really make sense to be public. Maybe you're just doing a single building, and in that case, that's kind of irrelevant. But even when you do stuff in like neighborhoods, for example, you're still taking pictures of maybe collective community pools, playgrounds, etc. That might be valuable for other people selling houses in the neighborhood as well. And that also basically allows you to advertise your profile there as well, which we'll touch on portfolios in another video. And then the last option is make advertisable now. This means that if you're just doing something, maybe you're uploading a bunch of stock media you just want to license. You don't have a client, you just want to start making money from the content you have, you can do this. This is kind of for people that I'm just going to upload a bunch of assorted different videos that I have over the last couple of years, and I want to start making money today on that. So it's more for if you're just for the sole purpose of stock media. Now, the purchase behavior is also a different situation. It's basically if you want to accept or not accept payments. That means that maybe, for example, you license content out exclusively and you don't want other people to buy it, but you still want to show that content on your portfolio. You want to say that, hey, I'm a pilot, I have done these things, you should contact me if you want additional work. And that's exactly what this button is for. So if you just want to have the content that you've done be advertising you as a person, that's great, but you don't want to have people buying it, that's the option. So maybe you're not a commercial pilot yet, and maybe you want to start building up a portfolio before you take your Part 107 test. That's another option as well. So the public pricing basically applies to what's going to happen after the invoice is paid by the original client. So if you want to allow people to individually select items, how much the full bundle is going to cost, and then what each item's price is. You also have the option to exclude items from your invoice. That means that once the invoice becomes public, it will no longer be shown. So if you have some content like a specific house or something else that you'd only want the client to see, that's what you do here is you check that off so it's not shown on the public invoice. So at the end, you have a fully ready to go invoice and a link to the client, and then you can kind of preview here. So I'm going to switch this back to the option that makes sense to me here, which is basically having it stay unlisted. And then I can also add my standard line items here. So basically like how many hours it costs and my rate per hours. So we can do like $250 and then hourly rate. And then we can also add some more things in here. And these are all the line items, and then they're automatically updated on the right. So we can also have travel time, expenses, etc. And that's $100. And then we're ready to go. And then the last step is to view the final invoice. So this is what my client will see itself. Now, as you may notice, you'll be able to click here and see that everything is watermarked. And then once they go through and they pay for the invoice as a whole, it will then unlock and allow people to license it. It makes sense this way because if you had the client go through and you had this invoice public and people could license individual things, that doesn't make sense because you want your client, they paid for you to come out and do the work. You should make sure that you get them to pay for the whole invoice Now, afterwards, people might want odd and end pieces. That might make sense then. If you wanted to just license the content, we can change that setting here. In View, then each item becomes individually purchasable, and then people can license that directly. So for the one that we set a location, that location is now set, and people all across the site and the internet can now find this and view this. As you notice, your profile is set here, and if we view this as someone else, you can see that they can directly message you. So even if you were not allowing the licensing of content, you could still get your profile and your portfolio advertised, which I'll make a whole nother video about how you set up a portfolio that actually makes you money as well. So each item is here and allows you to view it. And then of course, as I showed earlier, depending on what kind of content that you uploaded, they can view it directly in the browser. And then once they pay for the item, they can go through and download it. Also, if you have other work that you've done, it will show up here. And once you complete your pilot profile, you'll also be advertised on our pilots page that is searchable, and people can find you that way too. So I'm going to set this to how I want, which is that I want it unlisted. And then we're going to have it become public as well. And now I can directly share this link with my client. And then if the invoice is unlisted, which is they haven't paid yet, they can go through and add comments. And once they pay, then all the content is available to them. So this is a new service that I am just trying to get off the ground. If you're interested in checking it out, I'll include a link in the description below. There will be issues. It is just me. But if you really could help me out by reporting those so I can get them fixed for you guys. I sincerely think and hope that this is actually going to help a lot of drone pilots, because I feel like this does genuinely help pilots in a lot of different ways, whether or not that's saving time, getting you guys more money, or maybe just making the work that you guys do much more visible. So check out my upcoming videos on how to set up your pilot portfolio, how to plan with a proposal, and go through and make passive income with just stock media licensing.